couple of days. As we're stressing out, trying to figure out how we're going to get ready to travel like we've never traveled before in our lives. In fact, we really don't ever travel except getting in the car, and dealing with a bunch of screaming children. But so, pretty cool stuff. I guess one of my philosophies with Ironman and just my own goal setting and fitness is that it's okay to dream big, to have big goals that seem like they're unobtainable, because I think that most often when we push ourselves and we have those big goals, it's the self-discovery that you have when you're going through that process. So that's what's kind of cool for me, to set an example for my kids or anybody else, I guess, that's interested, that it's okay to dream big and to go after those big goals, because you never know what could happen. So that's kind of what's about ready to happen for us. Few days away before we head out to South Africa. So if you don't know what's going on, and you're oblivious to social media, last year about this time, I qualified with a lot of luck. I got a ticket basically to South Africa for IM 70.3 World Championships. So I left that race and signed up and had no idea what was going on. Kind of came home and let it sink in a little bit and was like, what the hell am I going to do? Because this is South Africa and there's no way that we can possibly make this work. So thought I basically just burnt a bunch of money because I had to pre-register for the race, and then was just more than likely not going to go because it was going to be impossible. But I didn't give up on the thought process, and we've always been really good with our money, and we've had good credit scores, and we leveraged that opportunity. And then to date, we're at about 1.35 million travel miles that we've collected. So what does that equate to? Big goals, right? So big goals, big rewards. So our travel plans are completely crazy, and I want to bring that to you guys, and I want to show you guys, do dream big, that some big things can happen, and you can be rewarded, and you can do things that you never thought that you would be able to do otherwise. So we take off on Saturday, and we are traveling. First leg of the trip, pretty standard. We're going to travel to New York City, and we have a small layover there, try to figure out what we're going to do, whether we're going to hang out, because we have lounge access. So we could hit some lounges for free food and drinks, or we could take off from the airport, go to the beach. I don't know. Do you want to do anything special?
No.
No. It's going to be pretty much overload, sensory overload. So, yeah, so we'll figure that out. And then the next flight should be pretty crazy. We'll be flying Singapore Air from New York to Frankfurt, Germany. So the face value, the face value on that ticket is $9,000 a piece. So it's kind of unbelievably $18,000 of travel. It just sounds stupid, but it's really true. I don't know who pays for that stuff. We don't, because we would never afford it. But so we want to bring that video footage because it's going to be travel like we've definitely never experienced before. So we wanted to show you guys what that consists of. And then we touch down in Frankfurt. All goes well. We've got a day in Frankfurt. So the plan there is a little bit loose, but stow the luggage somewhere at like a baggage check and catch a train to downtown Frankfurt. Kind of wander around the city, see what there is to see, waste some time, take some pictures, take some video maybe, and then shop. They've got a lot of cool shops, places to eat. I mean, we've never been to Europe, so check. we're gonna go to Europe for a day. Might as well. So after we do that, catch the train back. We get back on the flight, and then we're gonna fly Etihad Airways, and lo and behold, we're gonna go ahead and fly into Abu Dhabi. Never been to the Middle East before, so you might as well go to the Middle East while you're doing it. So we're gonna check out Abu Dhabi, which will be a relatively short layover. 3 hours, I think, is what it is, give or take, 2 or 3 hours. So we won't really be leaving the airport there. We have lounge access there as well, because that's going to be business class flights. All lay flat beds on the plane for comfort and sleep. Hopefully that'll be nice to catch up on some sleep and try to stay on a schedule. And then we will be flying Etihad again, and we'll be flying to Johannesburg, South Africa. So that's going to be a long flight. Again, it'll be business class, which will be nice. We'll be able to have the lay flat beds. Huge bonus to be able to do that. Those 2 flights, I think, are around $6,000 per person. So again, we're not spending that kind of money at all.
I wouldn't let you.
Yeah, we'd have to sell the kids or something for that. So we'll hit Johannesburg, another small layover. I think it's like only 2 hours there. Not going to do much. And then we will hop a British Air flight, ho-hum economy, but it's an hour and a half. So we'll fight through that. we'll fight through that flight, and then we'll touch down in Port Elizabeth, which is where the race is going to be at.
Manual rental car.
Yeah, manual transmission, left side of the road. So, you might as well just do it up, So
I'm just hoping to survive.
I don't know. I've drove a stick shift before, and I know how to, but
with your left hand.
but not with my left hand. So I'm not sure what that's going to entail. I'm not sure what is first, second, third, like where the gears are at. But hey, be adventurous, enjoy the ride, and
break the car.
No, we're not going to break the car, all right? So, so we touched down. We hit up a guest house, pretty prevalent over there. A lot of the homes have like separate little detached homes that people rent out for vacationers or travel or whatever it may be. It's similar to a bed and breakfast, but they call it a guest house. It looks pretty cool. We'll see how that goes. We'll be staying there for a week leading up into the race. Hope to bring you some really cool video of the bike course. We'll be out on the bike course. Checking out the scenery. It's right on the ocean. Some amazing scenery. It's supposed to be an awesome city. The other cool thing, we got some friends going from the AP racing team, which will be pretty awesome. Some friends that I've met for a couple years ago, and we've been friends for a couple years now since we've met. And that'll be fun. We've seen each other at races before, talk on social media, text message. So that's another really cool thing about triathlon for me and my experiences is the positive environment and attitude that I think is super important with all the negativity in the world today and all the problems that we face. It's nice to have a group of people that are very supportive for all of your different events that you have going on, whether it's good days, bad days, good races, bad races. There's always some smiling faces to help bring you up. So yeah, Andy Potts and the AP racing team is kind of like an extension of my workout family. A lot of times I'm by myself, and it's good to think about those guys and see their posts and what they're doing and how they're doing. So I really enjoy that, and that's kind of another important aspect to this whole thing for me. Is a team effort, so that you don't have to be out there by yourself. And then I would say, speaking of the whole team effort, my wife and grandparents and moms and dads have been huge and absolutely instrumental to make this happen. There's absolutely no way that we could do this without their help on all of this. So big shout out to all of them if they're watching. If they do or don't watch, I don't know. But Thanks, guys. I certainly do appreciate it. It means the world to both of us, as we know we're leaving our kids in good hands. So, yeah. So back to the race then. It'll be September the 2nd, and we will finish the race up, and then September the 3rd, we'll shoot right over to Safari. We're going to go on a safari, which will be pretty awesome. Again, we're going with another couple, some friends from the AP racing team, so can't wait to head out there and take some pictures and some video. Safari, and we'll be 4 nights at some really looks pretty luxurious safari. We're not like the machete bushwhacking tent safari. It's kind of like pretty plush, so it'll be kind of like a spoiled safari, but
like an all-inclusive, but
similar, I would say.
yeah, your food and drinks,
included. And then they just kind of wine and dine you, and then you go check out all these animals really close, which will be kind of nerve-wracking. Just kind of like swimming in the ocean with great white sharks, I guess.
Hopefully we see some.
No, hopefully we don't see some sharks.
No, not sharks.
The animals, yes. I'm not really.
You might see sharks. I will not be seeing sharks.
High motivation for swim speeds for a slow swim. I'm a terrible swimmer. I can't stand it, but So we wrap safari up, and then we actually travel to some islands. So we're going to the Seychelles Islands. I don't even know if we're saying the names of these. I don't even know if it's Seychelles or Seychelles or Seychelles. I don't even know.
It's Seychelles.
I don't know. If we're going to some islands, you can look it up. It's north of Madagascar, and it's going to be silly.
You got to blow up your map.
Yeah, you have to search really hard
on Google
because
Maps.
It's literally out in the middle of the Indian Ocean. So we're going to go there, and we're going to use travel points to get there, and then we're going to use travel points to stay there for free. We're not paying anything for that. Worth it. We're going to do 5 nights.
4 nights.
No, 5. We're doing 5. So, surprise. 5 nights.
Okay.
Yeah, we hit Qatar Airways. Qatar Airways is one of the top rated business class. We're going to fly them on our way home to Doha. It's back in the Middle East again, but a different country in the Middle East. So we'll revisit the Middle East twice now. We do have a layover there. It is a little bit longer, about 8 hours, but it'll be in the middle of the night. So I don't know if we're probably going to go out in the middle of the night. Probably not. Because the airport over there it's historically rated the #1 airport in the world for what they have. It's kind of full-size swimming pool. So I'm kind of thinking it would be cool to get some video to go swimming, to do like a little swim workout at the airport of all places. So how cool is that? I've seen other people do it, so maybe we will. Maybe we won't, but we've got time to kill, so we'll find out. And then we'll be flying their new business class suites. Another pod style, lay flat, double suite, side-by-side beds that'll be taking us from Doha back to Chicago, and then Chicago home, whether it's either flying home from Chicago or renting a car. So wrap that all up. The face value on our tickets is $46,000 round trip, and we did it for less than $700. So I'm not sure if it'll work, so this is kind of going on the record that
we will let you know.
We will let you know, and you're about to find out. So stay tuned, stay with us, and hopefully you can bear with this amateur hour for video taking, because I've never done it before. And yeah, just feel completely, unbelievably lucky to have this opportunity and how everything came together. It's absolutely kind of just mind-blowing to try to process it. We are going to be insane. So never been to Europe, never been to the Middle East, never been to Africa. We're just going to do it all.
I've probably flown 8 times in my life, and we're going to take 8 different flights just to get there and home.
I think it may be more.
10?
I don't know. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know
I'm
some
gonna
of
double my fly times.
like
in
I
this
don't
one
know
trip.
if it's called Seychelles, I don't
Seychelles.
Seychelles. I don't know if it's Qatar or Qatar or I don't know. I've heard it so many different ways. All I know is that we're going and the tickets are booked and it looks like things will work out. And if they don't, I'm sure you'll get to see it all unfold and unravel, which will be an epic fail. But I hope not. I'm hoping that it'll all pan out because um, it'll be a journey of a lifetime, and I hope that we can record this for maybe some of those that are afraid to step out. And the way I think that you push yourself to the edge to see the beauty that if you never pushed yourself to the edge, you would never see it. Um, at the edge of the cliff sometimes is the best view. So you have to get out there and do it, and you have to overcome the fears of getting started and being motivated. And when you do so, I think that you'll find that you're highly rewarded for doing that. So, yeah, get out there and enjoy the world and enjoy life, and hopefully, we're able to show you a piece of it. So, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.